Silver proof sets were reintroduced by the U.S. Mint in 1992 for the 25th anniversary of the San Francisco Mint, and they're a big staple. The brand new set is due out very shortly, okay? But we have to be able to do better than that, right? How about going back to the original 15? The original 15 made by the Philadelphia Mint. Now there are some values.
Well, let's talk about proof sets for a moment, and then we'll get into the details of these specifically and why they're so special. The United States Mint started making proof sets for the public in 1950. Back then, they were made from out of the Philadelphia Mint, and they contained 3 silver coins. Right across your screen right now, you'll see the dime, the quarter, and the half dollar. They anchor the set. Those are the 3 90% silvers in each one of these sets. Steve just referenced the new current year 2023 silver proof set, release date August 2023. They're going to be selling for $130. Look at the price on these. These are the vintage originals. We have 4 different dates to choose from. The last 3 Franklins, 61, 62, 63, plus the first Kennedy, 90% silver proof. These are the last of the Philadelphia proof sets. And look at that price, just $39.95 per set.
Again, in 1968, when they brought back proof sets, San Francisco took over, and at that particular point forward, they were pretty much clad sets. Now, the Kennedys from 68, 69, and 70 were silver, but all the other coins, the dimes and the quarters, were clad. And in 71 to the present, all of our regular proof sets now are clad. San Francisco struck. So Philadelphia was the placeholder in history for all of our proof coins, no matter what. So in 1950, when proofs were made available to the public for the first time, they were Phillies. But here is something important. That set right there is probably what most of you have seen for these older vintage sets. They are what they call a repack, a capital plastics or a hard plastic lens. And that is because over time, the original sets have been destroyed for any number of reasons. We get them in here. If the envelope's bad, got to put it aside. If the inside poly pack is bad, or there's a bad coin in it, we put them aside. Also have to remember, where do all of the proof Franklins certified by NGC or PCGS come from? Where do all the proof Lincoln cents come from? Breaking these sets up.
These original sets. So if somebody sends a set in and they get that Franklin proof graded, they have the rest of the coins from the set. They can't sell it as original, of course, so they put it in that repacked set. They find another coin that's missing, a Franklin or a cent or whatever it is, and throw it in that repackaged set. These are the original sets in the original envelope as issued by the Mint in these 4 years. 90% silver on the 3 coins. And why is this price so special? $39.95 each, because first, our competition, they're about $80 per set on these exact sets. Set to set, we're beating them by $40, half the price. Even if you break these coins out of the packaging, okay, and you just take that big coin, the half dollar by itself, you're looking at $85, $69 each for the Franklins, and then over $70 for that one right there, the Kennedy half dollar. They come from these sets.
The quarters are no different. Every quarter that comes from these sets, that's sold individually, which came again from these sets, is $39 or more from our 2 competitors that work in this category with us. So you get the Franklin you just referenced for free then. Oh, by the way, the dime, the cent, and the nickel. Now, something else to look at. You notice how the cent is a little bit duller in color, and the nickel is, well, not that bad here. When you look at an original set in that poly pack, it's an air bubble that protects the coin. If no air gets to it, if the coin, i.e. the Lincoln cent, was red going into it, it's going to stay red. Most of the repacks you see are not red cents. Look at all the cents here. All of them beautiful, bright red. The nickel, because of the oxidation with the material used in the poly pack, turns the nickel bluish. If they're not bluish, they look like a regular nickel, you know they're not original. Look at that, a bluish hue to the nickels. But again, the other part of this is the coins themselves. Notice that all of our sets, all 3 of the silvers, the dimes, the quarters, and the beautiful half dollars are all blast white beauties. I can't tell, I mean, at the last show we were at, You came up and said, hey, what you working on? I was a proof set deal, I was going through them. There was over 100 proof sets that I went through. I kicked out about 70% of them because there was a big spot, a porosity spot, on one of the silver coins, which we won't work with. Doesn't mean they're not great sets, but these are beautiful, pristine sets. Oh, and by the way, again, look at our price, everybody. We're $139.95. All four of these added together are about what it's going to cost you to buy the brand new 2023s.
Exactly, $39.95 each. As a your choice, you'll notice on the left it says your choice. You don't have to buy all four to get that low price. A lot of our competitors will bring out a low price, but you have to purchase multiples or all of what they're offering. You could choose one of these dates, whichever one works for you or whichever one you don't have in your collection, or hey, two of them, regardless, they're $39.95 per set. Join us online as well, avccoins.com. Each one of these is available individually online as well on the website. And again, that's that repackaged set that we always look at, the Franklin in this one. You could tell that it was put together just to get a set complete in a repackage.
Again, the silver oxidized with whatever was around it, the dime as well. The quarter's pretty good. So if you're going to repack these, that's just part of the process. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're just using it as a reference because the prices you referenced earlier, the $80 across the board for these sets, which is where our competition is. By the way, we're half the price. They're in the repack sets, we're in the original sets. So in the real world, you would think the original sets would sell for significantly more than the repacks. Well, there's a difference here at America's Value Channel. We've always been very straightforward. We want to do some business. We would love you to join us, whether it's one set or all four sets. That's why we always give you the choice. But we're interested tonight in selling out the proof sets we have versus selling four of them at long margins. That's just how our business model is. Many of you have been with us for the 15 years we've been doing this, and we appreciate it. Many of you talk to our concierge service, and they hunt down the coins you need. We mean business. We want to do business, and we know we have to offer great products and great prices to keep you. It's a competitive world out there, and we need to be competitive too. This is how we do it. Crazy prices on some of the best stuff in the industry.
And we are big buyers of proof sets. We bring them in by the pallet. That's why we're able to get great deals on the buy side in order to bring them out to you to offer at these incredibly low prices, $39.95 each. The lowest break value, that one right there, is at least $130 for the coins in the set. We obviously don't recommend breaking them. Keep them in that original pristine government issue packaging. But just to give you an idea of what is inside, we have competition selling the dimes for at least $25, the quarters for at least $35, $40, and the halves of up to $85.
Hey, Allie, we're getting down to small numbers. I think we got to put that one minute clock up, please.
Phones are very busy, very, very busy. I looked right past that, so don't give up on the phones. Also an option to join us online via the web, avccoins.com. But again, half the price of our competition on the full set. Break values on these over $130 when you break up the coins. It's an incredible deal. Hidden gems.
Again, with 25 on the dimes, give or take 40, 39 to 45 on the quarters, and then $60 to $80 on the half dollars individually out of these sets.
And that's the only place they come from.
You're right. I mean, if you wanted a proof Kennedy half dollar from '64, the first year of issue, you broke it out of one of these sets.
Right.
That last set you're going to see here. By the way, the only Philadelphia proof Kennedy. Kind of a nice thing. So 133, 134, 137, 150. That's the break value in reverse, 64 back to 61. The last three Franklins, winners. The only Kennedy, winners. But tonight, everybody can be a winner at the price of just $39.95. Give us a call. Don't miss out.